Hello and welcome to Genuine Photography. This is my quick review on the Yongnuo YN-622N Flash Trigger. So basically what this does is it allows you to use your flash off camera. So how it would work is you'd basically, trying to break my flash there at the same time, you'd basically have one of these sitting on top of your camera. So that would just slot on top of your camera like so. It's just got a little screw through there, tighten that up. Sits on top of your camera like so. And then you have another one, which I haven't got actually, but I do have, but I haven't got it on my camera. You have another one which then slots on the bottom of your flash like that. So I'll do the same with this one I've got here. My other one's in my other camera bag, but that would slot on the bottom of your flash as well. So you have that one on your flash and the one on your camera. And all it does is basically it treats, it's almost like as if your flash is still on your camera. So especially in TTL mode, it's treating your camera, your flash as if there's an invisible connection between your camera and your flash. So then you can use your flash in more creative ways. I use it all the time in wins and things. I'll show you a few pictures on here as well, where I've used it, because I use it a lot. And you can get some really dramatic effects doing off-camera flash, and it works really well in that sense. These actual triggers from Yongnuo are excellent value for money. You can get very similar, well not similar ones, but you can get other triggers from other manufacturers like Pocket Wizard, but Pocket Wizards and things are absolute fortune. And these work absolutely brilliantly. I mean, you can Amazon sell these for about 60 quid, something like that, £60, so not a fortune to pay. So you've got the channel selections here on the left, so you can go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, then back to 1 again, and then you have the mode button, which will change the groups on the right there. I think it's set OK there, so you've got the group A, B and C, three groups. And if you press down on GP there, you can try and get that shot for you. You can go from, so that's on TTL at the moment, so if it's got an orange there, that's done manual now, so that's in manual. So you basically control your flash manually there, or if I press it again, flashes to green and then let go, and it's now in TTL mode. Okay. Basically means the camera is controlling the flash through the trigger. So you're getting, you know, the flash is only going to throw out the right amount of light for the subject. You know, it's metering it at the same time. You know, so you're getting a really good shot. And of course, you can put it in total manual mode as well if you want more creativity and do it that way. You can also get a takes controller as well, which sometimes these come as a package where you buy the two, you know, you get two. I bought these. I do have two. I have 3 of these actually, but you do usually buy these as a set. I bought mine as a set, and they also sometimes come with what they call a tape controller, and that basically sits on top of the camera, and you can control the triggers from that little device instead of doing it with the buttons on the side. Just gives you more control, makes control much more easier. I don't have one of those. I just tend to use it. In fact, I tend to use it in manual mode most times more than anything. But it just means you don't have to go through, you know, all the buttons and things on the side of here for the different channels and whatnot. You can do it all from the tape controller. As I say, if you look online, you can find them. They're relatively good price. I think you can buy one on their own for about 40 quid, something like that. It's not a fortune. Or as I say, you can buy them as part of a package. You know, where you buy all 3. Maybe just a couple of these triggers and the takes control as a package. One of the beauties of these as well is that I'd like to say I do have a couple of these, and they're both identical. You know, I have 3 of these. They're all identical, but these can act as the trigger and the receiver as well, which is nice. So you're not like thinking, oh, which is the trigger I've got to put on the camera, and which is the receiver I'll put on the flash. They go either way, so you can just put whichever way and it'll work, and it works really well, as long as of course you're on the right channels. Your channel on here is the same as the channel the one you've got set on your flash, and it's all synced up. If that's the case, it'll work really well. One problem I have found with using this trigger on the D750, which is what I've using here, is there's a slight little gap, I don't know if you can see there, just a slight little gap on the front of the hot shoe on the D750, the Nikon D750. And on the front of the trigger, I don't know if you can see that there, but there's a little pin at the front. If I try and juggle that around and show you, can you see there's a little pin there? If I just move that in and out, as you can see there, can you see that little pin just going in and out there? I don't know if you can focus in close enough to see that. See that pin going in and out? That pin there at the front of the hot shoe on the trigger needs to go in to that little hole there. But I think because of the gap at the front here, there's a little gap, it goes too far forward, so it doesn't connect up properly, so hence the sensors don't connect up to the sensors, the pins on the bottom of the trigger. And then slot it on to the camera all the way forward, then wind that back a little bit so that that pin is now dropping down a little bit. Okay, and hopefully you'll hear it. There, did you hear that? And you can actually see it drop a little bit, and that means now that's connected up properly. You then can tighten that back up again. So that means you've got a good connection. That's the only problem I've found with this trigger, is that you need to do that. I mean, I made it look a bit fiddly there because I'm trying to fiddle with this camera focus and fiddle with this with the camera with a hand. But when you get the knack of it, it's not that hard at all. You just kind of whack it on, click. Do you know what I mean? So it's not that hard to do, and it's not a big fuss. But I've only found it with the D750, the D610, the D600 never did that. So I think it's something to do with the D750. I think it's that little gap there. I think that's what's causing the problem. That's the only thing though. So yeah, the Yongnuo YN-622N Flash triggers, good, work really well. The only thing I would say sometimes, apart from what I mentioned earlier about on the D750 about the hot shoe, you know, not sort of meeting up right, I'm not sure if that's actually the fault of the trigger or fault of the D750, but it's only a small inconvenience. But also I've found the triggers are a bit sometimes funny depending on what batteries you use. I use rechargeable batteries, but I've used a variety of different ones, various ones. I'm not even sure which ones work and which ones don't. It's just kind of trial and error. Sometimes I'll be doing a wedding and then it'll just stop work, so I'll swap them over and it'll work fine. And the fresh batteries, you know, they're all good batteries, so it's not that the batteries have run out, it's just they're just not, it doesn't like certain batteries, you know, so that's something to bear in mind. And unfortunately I don't know exactly which ones that they don't like, you know, because I've got so many different varieties. I just take them out. I should take a note really of which ones they are for my own benefit, but that's something I should do in future probably. But they're good value, they work well, and they've got a good range. I think it's about 100 meter range or something like that. You know, they're really good range, good triggers. As I say, I like the fact that you don't have to have a transceiver and a receiver, you know, a different unit or look differently. They both work in each way, so you can grab one, stick it on the camera, grab the other one, stick it on the flash, vice versa. You know, just swap them around. It doesn't matter. They both work either way. Work really well. Good value for money, worth having. Yeah, definitely. Okay, this is Jonathan Photography. Don't forget to subscribe and I'll upload some more videos. Thank you, bye bye.